welcome back to Let's Play A Strange Mission Part 3. My name is I Like Being Smart. Post-commentary time, because my microphone unplugged itself a few times while I was recording this hack, which I did in the span of one night, within about an hour or so. And it happened to unplug itself, and that wasn't very cool. So I didn't realize that until the very end of the recording, hence why I'm doing this. Now, there were a few things I figured out during this fight. One is that when Lakitu throws the coins, they will eventually bounce back to you. So you don't necessarily need to run toward them. They'll just bounce back and cross the screen so you can go where you want and bounce back. So there you see I got my first hit in on the evil toad. I also, like I said, I finished the hack. I got the bonus, and eventually I'm going to go back, and there's a bonus from this level that actually, it's kind of funny. So I'll let you see that. But I'm going to go back and do that as well, and perhaps put that in. I don't know. So this is probably going to end up being, 6 or 7 parts, I'm thinking, with the 2 bonuses. The regular parts end in part 5. So, and you'll get another little post-commentary section where my mic unplugged itself again. But that wasn't for the whole time. That was for about 2 minutes. So I'll pop in and be like, hey, okay, time for me to go back to live commentary. So here I figure out it's going to take like at least 3 hits to beat this guy. I'm like, oh shit, that's not good. Boo. Apologies to those, I'm just thinking, apologies to those who don't like post-commentary, but I'm not going to record this whole part again. Also, the other thing I'm struggling with is this video is 12 minutes, and I have no idea why I recorded it to be 12 minutes, so I don't really know what I'm going to cut. So I'm just going to kind of commentate over the whole thing, and somewhere in there I'll have to cut out a minute or something like that. Now apparently here, you don't have to press up where the toad is, you just have to press up anywhere and it'll hit the toad, apparently. I didn't realize that until I was watching some other videos. But I'm like, oh great, you have to hit him 4 times. Oh no, I hope I can do that in the allotted time. Blah, 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 blah. And it ends up working out, so that's good. So I'll just tell a story, I guess, because post-commentary for me is more or less story time. So we're getting pretty close to the end here, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get it. I'm not very good at aiming. I'm like, oh no, no, no. Up, 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 up! Hey! Good times. Meh, I guess I wasn't that hard to beat after all. I wonder. All I could do is summon some coins, some damn annoying coins at that. Save it and make sure that I don't screw up. I don't know what I'm saying there. You know, Bowser pays you to be all confident and say stuff like, ha ha, you'll never defeat me. But the attacks he gives you are so wimpy even a Goomba could stand them. Guess he always keeps the good stuff for himself, foreshadowing to the the end of this hack, which is ridiculous. Anyway, go ahead and use the pipe now when you meet Bowser. Tell him I quit. Should have done that a long time ago. Now, apparently, there's a secret here where if you go past the pipe, you can get the key and the trampoline that's still there, and there's a keyhole. There's a keyhole there, and then that will bring you somewhere else with a fun little, Easter egg. That's what they call it. Easter egg. So, blah, 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 blah. Bet you already knew that. And you get some red switches. Explosive Pond. Now, this level is really, really interesting. Like I said, this hack is kind of gimmicky and puzzly, but that makes me like it. So, the bombs that surround you will explode as soon as they touch anything solid. And that's what it means. Like, the bomb will be under you, and if you. I doubt. Be careful, because it will hit anything that's solid. If you press down while swimming, you will only go upwards a tiny bit. This may help you swim through narrow passages. I actually didn't know that before, so I thanks the hack for letting me know. I'm trying it out. I'm like, hey, that's cool. Um, the thing I didn't realize actually until I got about halfway through this level is that you can go through enemies with this bomb. I thought you needed to avoid the bomb and the enemy in order to get through. So like here I'm trying to not let the bomb hit the enemy, but I can go through. And that's kind of a bummer. So that thing just beeps every once in a while. Whatever. So this goes on for a while. I have no idea where I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I really could have just gone through there and saved myself a lot of time. But I didn't know that at the time. So I was just... But I don't know why I didn't figure it out there. I could have figured it out there. But I didn't. Interesting. Nicole's done. See, even if you hit the fish, it's pointless. So anyway, I'll tell you about a story. So Sunday night, I was trying to join up for another short season bowling league or whatever. So I go to the bowling alley, and I realized I probably should just go under that. I go to the bowling alley, and I'm like, hey, do you have any openings for this particular league? And they're like, yeah, let me check and get back to you. Sit there, and I'll call you over. 15-20 minutes later, nothing happens. So I'm like, okay, that's stupid. I'm just going to leave. It's partially my fault that I showed up at the last second. The league started on Super Bowl Sunday, which, I mean, for some people is fine, but I mean, come on, it's Super Bowl Sunday, for Christ's sakes. I love bowling, but I love Super Bowl Sunday more than I love bowling. So, plus we were having a party, and I ended up winning money, so that's cool. And like one of those square pools or whatever my brother was running. I ended up winning like $30. So, awesome. So anyway, so then I'm like, okay, I want to go bowling, right? So I go over to the bowling alley that I have a league at, and I'm like, okay, how much is it a game? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll take 4 games. And so I'm bowling there when there's a bunch of other kids there, right? And I'm like, okay, this is kind of annoying. And apparently I find out that's a solid surface as well. And so I'm like, okay. And so I go onto my lane, and there's these like 4 kids, maybe, I don't know, 11, 12-ish, tween kind of boys sitting there. And I'm like, excuse me, this is my lane and my table or whatever. They're like, sorry. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And they were sitting there, and that didn't completely bother me. But then, like, they were just, like, they were, like, taking over the entire table. Oh, and here, so now there's a bomb in front of you, and there's a bomb. This is really, really hard. It looks like it would be easy, but it's not. Maybe it doesn't look like it would be easy to you either. So, they're like taking up the table, right? And you may not go bowling a lot, but the point is, it's your table that it's your. And then I'm like, oh, that Yoshi coin so isn't worth it. It's supposed to be your table. People aren't supposed to be at it, but I'm like, okay, there's a lot of kids here and stuff like that. Whatever. As long as they stay on the other half of the table closer to their party and at least give me a spot to sit, I don't really mind. So, but then there's like 5 or 6 of them on the lane at the same time, like all like screwing around, and I'm like, really? Really? That's ridiculous. I think we're gonna fast forward a little bit here. Okay. So I'm like, okay, guys, get off the lane. You know, it's not safe for all you kids to be on the lane at the same time. And then the mother comes walking over, who I didn't even realize was there. And she's like, what's the problem? I'm like, you know, this many kids shouldn't be on the lane at the same time. You know, it's just not safe. She says, well, I can discipline them. You know, next time you have a problem, you should come to me, okay? And she pats me on the arm. I'm like, you're fucking patronizing me. That's not cool. Next time, we're like 15 seconds away from the end of the level, and that's what we're gonna do. My name's I Like Being Smart. It's post commentary, and I'm still gonna have to edit this. Ugh.